Hey everyone, happy Friday. Hope everyone had a great trading session. Today's recap is for April 30th, 2021. Well, today was a very stressful trading day for me. I almost went negative $3,700 on my account. I was able to turn that around and make a red day, a massive red day, go to $532 in green. What really kicks me the most is if I waited 5 more minutes, I would have left with $15,000 for the day on Amazon puts. I'm still kind of, bummed about that, but it is what it is. So let's get started. First trade I have is BA. Saw this trend line here. It has pops up, but I really don't like the daily chart on Boeing, so I figured this may come down. You can see that it's trading below the 50 moving average, and as mentioned, I still had that mental trend line that I drew right here, seeing that it did have that little break down, retest that trend line, comes down again, and I see Tesla once it hits or breaks that candle's low, I see it coming down. Maybe this 100 moving average will act as support, but who knows? We'll find out from there. But let's zoom in to the 1 minute again. So with Boeing, I had entries on puts. I know it's not really following my strategy where the 20 moving average needs to be below the 50 moving average, but I really was looking to fade this one out, saying that there was a lot of loss of momentum. You can tell through the candles charts here. It's just slowly just fading out. Now it's trading below the 20 moving average, and I'm like, okay, maybe it's gonna have a bounce above the 50 and then come back down, which it did perfectly. Here's why I didn't enter at the break of this trend line. As mentioned from my previous videos, I'm still looking and practicing on waiting for my confirmation trades. So I want to see a breakdown through this candle, a breakdown through past this trend line, come back up and retest the previous low of that breakdown. And then here's where I enter into a few put contracts. And I believe I entered into more put contracts. So in total, I believe I was holding about 10, took $230 profit, I believe, down here. So that was a pretty good trade. And then the bad trade that I took was on Twitter. Take a look at Twitter. Twitter, for some reason, my mind was saying don't take the trade because look at how it's trading. It's just not going anywhere. It's kind of consolidating between the moving averages, and that's actually one of my rules is to not trade the moving averages or when it's trading between the moving averages because I want to see push up, a trend up, or a trend down below the moving averages. So I figured that, I could be patient about it and wait to see where it goes. So I believe here's why I identified the trend line and I entered into some put contracts. Kept coming down. I was up a little bit, added more, and I almost had to break even, but I was pretty confident Twitter was gonna head lower. Um, but I got stopped out. I was really holding it on for quite a while, to be honest, more longer than I should have. And I actually got out on this spike, and of course, that was, the last high that it really made before it really came down. I didn't really take a look at the premiums of where it went after that, but um, just sometimes I just had to get out of that trade. Um, and Amazon was the interesting one. I don't even know where to begin with the Amazon. Um, the potential gain and losses on Amazon are so big. I was playing with 3 to 5 contracts on Amazon. Um, so I did get stopped out a few times looking for revenge plays. And I believe here is, oh yeah. So I was trading along here and I'm like, you know what? I went for a short down here, bought a few or 3 put contracts, and I was hoping for a breakdown below this trend line, seeing that the market was kind of getting down just a little bit. And I was like, Amazon's been getting beat up today, so let's see if this can break down to the trend line. Well, I should have waited for a confirmation, like I did with Boeing or Twitter. Next thing you know, it started reversing on me. I got stopped out right here for $1,000 loss or so. And I decided to take a revenge play, which was not the best idea at all. I wanted to take it for a long position above the break of this because if this has a flag and it comes up and breaks through this high, I see it running up past this VWAP and potentially going higher. Unfortunately, it kind of broke down and I had to stop out at this low. Luckily, I did. And I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna try and wait this one out because I keep jumping the gun. In total now, I'm down about $3,700, and so I have to really play it smart. And I see this setup, my A plus setup right here, bounce and a bounce here, or a breakdown, if I should say, down there. And I'm like, okay, so let's be smart about this. Let's wait for a trend line and I'll enter. So I believe I had this candle drawn and I entered at the break of that trend, popped up, and I was like, you know what? Let's just hold on to it. It's trading below the 20 moving average. 20 moving average is playing or trading below the 50 moving average. Let's see if this can come down. And I was just in for a ride for over maybe an hour and a half. And I actually exited my position. So that was an hour and 2 minutes. Yeah, I guess it's not that bad. But wow, that was a long ride. I was pulling my hair out almost. So um, at the break of this candle is where I look to exit from a $8 per contract position, and I exit at $15.05 per contract. So I was able to make back my money and then some. But like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I had the potential to make 15,000. The contract went to $26 per contract, and that was about a $15,000 gain. If I could have held just a little bit longer, I held through over an hour, and if I had been a little bit more patient, it would have came down because I was looking at the Nasdaq and hoping that it would come down, and eventually it did come down. You can see that. Let's take a look at QQQ. Yeah, I had this trend line drawn, and it was trading right here is where I started panicking. I'm like, please don't have a spike up above that resistance. So see it come down, and it comes down. Amazon follows along with it, and you can see, let me see, at 10:45-ish. Let's take a look at 10:45. 10:45. Yep, Amazon followed, and I exit my position so early, and of course, you know, the market comes down right as I exit, and if I held through that candle, I would have taken home an extra couple $1,000. But it is what it is. Let's go over the live trades. All right, here comes Boeing. About to take a starter position on one contract. Here we go. Want to see that breakdown, time and sales speed up. Oh, well, I actually entered on the asking price as I saw it stack up on the level 2. There we go. I'm filled. One contract, one starter. Waiting for a push down. Needs to flush down. Come on. So most of the time I have like a mental stop loss in place. I really want levels to be broken through several support keys. Most of the time as a scalper, I really just want to take quick profits on the first sign of support. But lately, I have been trying to just hold just a little bit longer in case it breaks down even further. And that's what Boeing does. So let's speed up a little bit here. All right, checking out other stocks. Comes down below the 100 moving average. Feeling good. And there's that double bottom that I have to really be careful of. So added more contracts there. There's that level of support that I'm looking at. Thumbs up. Still confident that it's going to head lower. There we go. Looking to get a quick flush down here. Trading below the moving averages, so it's looking good. Let's go a little further here. There we go, coming down. And I was trying to get a fill. I was trying to buy 10 more contracts, but no fill. Because I was actually trying to practice, instead of buying market, I was trying to practice using the ladders and the join the bid. Because yesterday I had the worst fills on Tesla. So I really practiced, or I tried using the ladders, and it didn't work out at all. So maybe I'll stick with the buy market order and just, try to get the best entry fill from there, or work on my confirmation entries. So there we go. Up just about $170 here. Needs to come down more. There we go. And I'm out. That was the Boeing trade. Here comes Twitter, heading down. I'm about to put in a buy order. Just 2 contracts, there we go. Really liking the look of it. Seems like it's breaking down past this whole trading consolidation phase. So let's see it break down now. Not as fast as I wanted to. All right, come on, Twitter. Always looking at the level 2, and I'm seeing like sellers stacking up and time and sales moving and speeding up. So let's see if this can break down through support level here, and then there's that support. And then goal is this level support if I can draw it properly. There we go. So eventually it breaks down past the first level of support that I have. Scalper, I would have taken that, but if you look at the P&L on this one, $6, that's nothing. All right, has a spike, and let's see, still trading below the 20. Comes down. Looking to add contracts, but still hesitating on it because I'm not really liking the price action, because I was almost hitting the buy button for 10 additional contracts. Luckily, I did not get a fill. I'll cancel that one. Comes down. Second level of support needs to break, and then I see it coming down to the last level of support. And there we go. Making this big red candle, but it really needs to close like this candle. Come on. So now Twitter is holding this level of support. Maybe I should have gotten out here and broke even. All right, I'm gonna get stopped out at 56.80. So I'm gonna just take this as a loss. And I'm out. All right, my Amazon losing trade with 1 starter contract. Let's see how it's gonna play out. Got this trend line drawn, really hoping for it to come down here. Just come down there and I would take a quick gain on Amazon. Got my fill. Waiting for it to come down. And of course I didn't wait for confirmation, so you can see that that's where I went wrong on that one. And also adding 3 more contracts. Holding 4 contracts in total. Watch this reverse against me, and I'm about to get stopped out for a really big loss. Keeps pumping up, down about $800. All right, I'm about to get stopped out here. So just about down $1,000. Let's see if it breaks over that high. All right, I'm out. I'm gonna just sell right here. Wait a little bit more. Never really try to move out of spike, but you know, Amazon is scary. And I'm out. All right, so that was the first loser on Amazon, about $1,300 down now. Entering into calls here on Amazon. Here's where it went wrong. I suck at longs or just buying calls, so I always stick to put positions. So that was my mistake here. Doing the revenge trade, I was just too quick on it. Saw that it did form a type of flag, so I was like, you know, I think it's gonna run up past this VWAP, break through, and come towards the resistance level. So fortunately, it does not do that. Watch me go down in profits. Down 250 so far. It's coming down. And I'm about to get stopped out again. Come on. Here we go. So I'm about to get stopped out at this level of support if it breaks through. And in my head, you know, I do see Amazon coming down. After checking out the daily chart on it too, I'm not really a fan of the daily chart. Trading at almost a really high level. And here's where I'm about to get flushed out as it has a big red candle. Trying to really be patient with this one. Down about $700 now. And I'm out. Yep, that big red candle took me out. And here is where I'm going to start looking for put positions. It's just back and forth. But this one is where it kind of worked out. I really wanted to just do another revenge play, my last play. All right, so I didn't really want to record the entire, you know, hour live. So here I'm up almost $1,000 on the Amazon puts. Actually, I was up like almost $1,500, maybe 2 or 3 times because it was in a period of consolidation. You can see on the 15-minute, it just can't decide where to go. But it did look good to the downside, so that's the reason why I held. And plus, I was more of a revenge trading on this one. Not a good thing to do. Comes down, there we go, breaks down over 1,000 now. Let's see it break this level. Comes down. Up just about 2,000. There we go. And I'm looking to sell really quick because I'm getting impatient with Amazon, you know, going back and forth. But, you know, I did sell too soon. And after an hour of holding, I really just wanted to get out because it was stressing me out like crazy. So I was really hoping this to get to $17 per contract because that was the next resistance I saw on the options chart. So, but I really wanted to play it safe, so I got out at $15 per contract instead. And I did scale out of a few contracts. Actually, I believe I was holding 7 contracts. I got out at 5 and then I was holding 2. So I was up a pretty good amount, and here's where I'm looking to get out. Gotta fill at 1505 and it's going up higher. So I'm holding just a few contracts now. Looking to exit my position. It's coming down pretty quick. And I'm gonna take the last profit soon because I really don't want to bounce up. And I'm out. Yep. So I got out way too early because it has a flush down. And that was my revenge plays. So learn from my mistakes. You guys can. Don't revenge play too much. Have a strategy and don't be too quick to hit the buy and sell button. All right, so that wraps up Friday's recap. It was a very stressful trading day. If you guys liked the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, leave a comment for feedback, and hit the subscribe button. These videos are a lot of work, especially doing them every day and trying to remember to hit that record button. Look at Amazon. Look at Amazon flush down now. Wish I could have held that longer. If only. All right, I'll see you guys on Monday.